So in continuation with our previous video, we have landed onto the next page in our Google AdWords video campaign. Here we will be seeing something known as ad group name. So let me clarify as to what ad group name means, because previously we have already entered something known as campaign name in the last video. AdWords has a specific structure in which they want the advertisers to manage their ads. That structure can be understood with the help of this simple example. I would like to relate this example to a very simple method which is regarding storage of data in our computer or laptop system. We know that the highest level where the data is stored in our computer or laptop system is known as HDD or hard disk drive. And from hard disk, the next level is about bifurcating it into different drives like C drive, D drive, so on and so forth. And then there is the next level past drives, that within each drive we have different folders which we create for our required purpose, and within each folder we save multiple files. So the level is, there is hard disk followed by drive followed by folders followed by files. Similarly, in case of doing promotion using AdWords, the highest level is your AdWords account level, means you have your account which has all the data about your paid advertising. The second level is about campaigns. This is the level where you do changes regarding different major products or services which you are offering. Then under campaigns, there is the level of ad groups. Then within ad groups, there is the level of ads. Now, this same hierarchy, to understand it better, let us take an example. Let's say there is a famous electronics store of maybe Samsung or maybe Sony Electronics or even LG or even Philips Electronics. Let's say that they are selling different products like TV, as well as mobile phones, as well as microwave ovens, so on and so forth. Now, these are the different products which are sold, and within each product they have multiple varieties. There could be variety of TVs like LED TV followed by LCD TV or even HD TV, so on and so forth. And then related to each of these televisions, there would be variety of, let's say, videos which are showing the different features. Means there is video 1 which is showing the feature about the color possibility in a LED TV. There is video 2 which is showing about the size of a LED TV. There is video 3 which is showing data about the slimness and other features of a LED TV. So if I am an advertiser having three different videos, I have to devise a mechanism of organizing them so as I do not get confused, because overall in this kind of example, just under one kind of product like LED TV, there are 3 or 4 videos. Just consider there were around 50 to 60 different products which we were required to advertise, and each one having 3 or 4 videos. There would be over 100 to 100 videos which we need to manage. Thus, to help us in that scenario, we follow the hierarchy suggested by AdWords of having one account, creating one campaign, and within one campaign, creating multiple ad groups, and each ad group having different video ads which we want to promote. So in our scenario, our account is related to cars, as car is the main product that we are selling, in which we have created a campaign for selling used cars, in which we are going to create an ad group. Our ad group would be regarding guide for selling used cars. We could be having multiple ad groups. So one we will be creating in the form of giving people guideline of how they would sell their used cars. And similarly, we could be having even one more other campaign about buying used cars, and in that have a ad group about guide for buying used cars. So the current campaign which we have executed, will be now creating an ad group into it of this particular name, because it will be showcasing video which will help someone guide as to how they can buy a used car. So let us check that out. We'll enter the ad group name as guide for buying used cars. Then it will ask us the video which we want to promote as an ad. Here in our video, we'll copy the URL of it, and as soon as we paste it here, the video will be seen with its thumbnail, and then you can see both the kind of ads as to what we want to do is something what is being asked by YouTube. We'll go ahead and select in stream ad. There it will show us a preview as to how the video ad would look. There we need to enter two things. One is the display URL. There is a URL which is seen in the bottom area of the video, so we need to enter that. And second is the final URL, which means the actual page where we want the user to be taken. As many a times a URL of a website is very lengthy. For example, this URL which is over 100 or more characters. Similarly, if there is a lengthier URL to be entered, that is entered in the final URL tab, and the main company domain name is entered in the display URL tab. Once you enter that, then it will ask you to name your ad. So you can name the ad as you want to for your classification purpose, and past that there will be the option of how much bid you should enter. So here you should select the best possible amount in the range given. So here the range is between 5 to something around 18 rupees. So we will select a bid a bit higher, so we will select around 7 rupees. As soon as we enter that, there will be a particular estimate being seen on the right. Once we are done with this, we have actually created an ad, and past that we can go ahead and click on save ad group, and then our ad will be available to be seen by the end user. So before ending, let me show you an example of how a final URL and a display URL will vary. Let's say I want to take someone to a page which has a guide about buying used car, and the URL of it is abcusedcars.com/cars/used car buying guide/view guide.html. Now this is a very lengthy URL which cannot be shown to the user in this much small space. So in the display URL part, I will only try and put the name of the domain like ABC used cars. So the basic condition is the final URL and the display URL should be of the same domain. The later part in final URL can be extended one. So that's the guide of how we create and ad for promoting. Go ahead and implement the same yourself. See you in the next tutorial. Thank you.